right to it, and we are going to talk about part 2 of the eBay jewelry authenticity guarantee program that I was kind of a victim of. I don't know, is victim a right word or not, but it basically happened to me, and I wanted to share it all with you. So if you haven't watched that video that I posted last week, I would encourage you to go watch that to hear all of the details. But here is where this stands. It doesn't, at this point, it doesn't even look like the buyer has shipped it back to the authenticator. That's a word, authenticator. So it doesn't look like the buyer has shipped it back to the authenticator at this point. eBay has given them to the 11th to get this resolved. And so I am not really sure. Maybe they're just not showing me the updates. I'm not sure what has happened at this point. I have kind of decided to take a stance of I want to kind of see how this all plays out. One of the things I do want to talk about that's kind of in relation to this is that what I was really afraid of, and maybe you have felt this way as well, is that when we have multiple returns in a row, or when something like this happens and a case is opened, it affects our sales. So I'm going to be perfectly honest. This past week was a bad week for me. Sorry, I am listening to my dog tear up a box in the background, and I'm not sure really which box she's tearing up, so I'm going to go check real quick. Be right back. So those of you who don't know, I have a boxer. Come here, Sally. Come see me. Come see me. Come here. I don't know if she'll come on. Come on. Come on, Sally. Anyway, we call her the shredder. And so I put boxes by the door and I let her tear up boxes, and it keeps her busy because she requires a ton of activity. And so this is kind of something that keeps her mind going. Anyway, Sally. So she was tearing up this Raisin Bran crunch box for me. This is her job. Here you go, Sally. Go on, go chew it up. I really want to see how this all plays out, and I was really afraid that eBay would put me in the doghouse or timeout, however you want to call it, and my sales would be bad. Now, my sales weren't great, but that partly had to do with me. They weren't great because, one, I gave my staff the week off as I tried to get through this whole eBay fiasco of this jewelry return. Give me some time to reset. So I didn't have anybody helping me with the listings. So technically I had some implants done. I had 2 molar implants done over here. And I'm super excited to have had them done, but it caused me quite a bit of pain for the last 4 days and kind of put me out of commission. I'm a go-go Energizer bunny. I go all the time, constantly multitasking, so that is really strange for me. But as I get older, I notice it takes a lot longer to recover from certain illnesses, and something as simple as getting a implant done, that it kind of put me on the outs. Kind of rolls into that topic of having scheduled listings. So I had a good 14 days of scheduled listings out there and done. And so I don't know if that was a bad thing or a good thing, and I was relying upon that. And so as I've been working my clothing process that I will roll out to you soon enough, my new clothing process, which takes a while when you create a new process and you have employees involved, getting everybody on the right page. And so what might work out for you doesn't work out for an employee. And so that's taken me some time too. So I really thought that my sales were just going to be bad, and they weren't great. I did if you look at my last 7-day sales, it's at $1,160 for the last 7 days, which isn't great. It needs to be closer to $2,000. Honestly, my break even at this point with all my expenses is probably closer to a $10,000. I need to sell $10,000 a month to cover all of my expenses. That is because I'm concentrating on this channel so much that I am not working eBay as much as I would normally. But I am still working eBay. eBay is every intent is to be the biggest chunk of my revenue stream of income with this business. So anyway, I still haven't really heard anything about the bracelet. It's not like it's on its way back to me. If it was on its way back to me, that would be good, because then I could get it relisted. There's nothing wrong with the bracelet. The buyer claims that it was measured a ½ inch too short, and there's no way for me to recheck that now. Maybe I'll do a video on it next time. There's other things I probably could have done, but I was in a hurry. I was getting ready to go out of town, and I wanted to make the sale because I just knew it was going to sell right away. After you've been selling on eBay a while, once you start looking at the sell-through rate, how many are currently listed, how many have sold, and what they've sold for, you get an idea if you've got a winner chicken dinner that you know that is going to turn around and flip pretty quickly. And so that was the case with this bracelet, but it you know, it bit me in the hiney at the end of the day. We have 14 orders to ship, which is good for me. I didn't do really any work last week at all, so to speak of. I worked on some content for my eBay channels before I had my implants done on Thursday morning. And again, the implants really put me behind for sure. So we're hoping to be back at it today. Ryan coming back on board, and then Angela, she works about 8 hours a week for me, and hoping to bring her back on board next week. And so we'll be back at it full steam ahead beginning of next week. So I think that's really going to do it for today. I just wanted to give you guys an update on the whole jewelry fiasco and where I'm at with that. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. You're staying positive, you're staying focused, and that together we can figure everything out in the best way to sell on eBay. So I just want to show you guys all that background noise that you hear while I'm taping this video, what's going on, and it's my puppies roaming the house and getting into mischief, of course. But if you haven't already met my puppies, they're a big part of my life. And so here is Jack. Jack does a lot of this. He is my protector. Jack, Jack. Can you say hi to everybody? Jack, Jack. Jack, Jack is sleeping. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jack. Sweet pea. Sweet pea, Jack, Jack. Hi. Hi, Jack. Can you say hi? What's the matter? Oh, that's Jack. That's Jack. You've probably met him in one of my other videos. Oh, and this is Sally the Shredder. Hi. They're the dynamic duo. I love my dogs. Oh, that's too much. That's too much face, Sally. Too much face all at once. She's wanting to go outside and play because I'm done shooting this video. But I just wanted to give you a quick glimpse of my puppies, as you'll be hearing them more and more in my videos as I'm trying to get these taped when employees aren't around, and I have some quiet time to myself. My husband's at work, but I still have the puppies to deal with. So that's going to do it for today. I hope, as always, you guys all have a groovy day.